I was born broke, not just poor. I'm talking no shoes, no running water, no electricity. My first bed was a bamboo mat on a dirt floor. My first toy was a plastic bottle tied to a string. I wasn't meant to escape that world. My first taste of ambition. Hunger. I wasn't supposed to succeed. But I did. At 27, I became a billionaire. No connections. No inheritance. Just relentless obsession. This is my story. The story they don't tell you in school. The story most billionaires are too scared to admit. I was raised by my grandparents in a province most people have never heard of. My father disappeared. My mother left. I don't remember their voices. My grandparents worked 12-hour days just to afford rice and salt. I shared one plate with 2 other cousins. Electricity was a luxury. Internet was unimaginable. I walked 4 kilometers barefoot to school, but because it was the only place I could feel safe. Not because I loved learning. Other kids mocked my smell, my slippers, my silence. I didn't fight back. I just whispered to myself, "They're right now, but not forever." My first hustle, selling boiled eggs and ice candy. My first investment, a used Nokia, I fixed for 100 pesos. I spent hours at local net cafes. Not to play games, but to study. I watched YouTube tutorials until the timer kicked me out. Graphic design, web development, copywriting, anything I could learn for free. At 14, I created my first logo. At 15, I made my first $5 online. At 16, I was earning more than my teachers, but I kept it a secret, because people don't celebrate you when you come from nothing. They resent you. At 17, I got my first international client. $500 to build a full website. I've worked 3 straight weeks, sent every file, submitted every edit. He ghosted me. I was devastated. That money could have paid for 6 months of food. But instead of quitting, I made a promise. If nobody will give me a seat at the table, I'll build my own damn table. I didn't just learn to design. I learned to sell. I didn't just sell. I learned to lead. I didn't just lead. I learned to scale. By 20, I launched a dropshipping store. Failed. Launched another. Lost money again. Third one. $12,000. Then it clicked. The formula wasn't luck. It was obsession plus execution plus data plus patience equals freedom. Money started coming in. Not millions yet, but enough to breathe. Suddenly, the relatives who ignored us were calling. "You owe us. We believed in you. Help your family." I gave in. Loaned Philippine peso 400,000 to a cousin for his business. He disappeared. That's when I learned loyalty without boundaries is self-sabotage. I built walls. I focused. By 23, I had 3 online brands. Built teams in 5 countries. Systems, automation, scaling. I stopped trading time for money. Started buying back time with systems. Traveled to New York, Dubai, Singapore. Not to vacation, but to expand. Every trip was business. I turned every mistake into a system, every failure into a framework, every win into a repeatable strategy. At 27, I opened my banking app. My net worth had crossed 1 billion pesos. I stared at the screen. No tears, no shouting, just silence. I thought about the bamboo mat, the empty stomach, the betrayals. I smiled. Then I went back to work. You don't need a fancy degree. You don't need rich parents. You don't need luck. You need obsession. You need focus. You need to outlast the pain. Don't chase motivation. Chase mastery, because poverty is loud. But success is silent. I was born with nothing, but I built everything. And so can you.